What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 21 and today's topic will be string slicing. So in this topic we are going to discuss about what is string slice and what are the different use cases we can apply using Rust principles. Okay, so this is going to be very small tutorial, but I actually planned to do it before we before we move towards the advanced topics, cause while developing some basic building blocks using Rust principle, that time definitely we need some sort of some sort of computation capabilities. Means you guys must understand different types of computational techniques, for example in C++ or other language are having different sort of things like substring, string slicing. So Rust also provides those sort of techniques. So I thought of doing this tutorial before that. Okay, so this is going to be very small tutorial, not very big, and you don't have to understand very hardcore theoretical or which we did in the Rust ownership part. This is going to be a very straightforward tutorial. Just follow along with me, you'll be able to understand. So what is string slicing? So slice is a data type that doesn't have ownership. So this is the number one thing you have to remember. And slice lets you reference a contiguous sequence of elements in a collection rather than whole collection. So for example, if you if you create one variable and assign some value, and after that if you assign that variable to another variable, you are assigning the whole variable to another variable, so the ownership changed. But in case of slicing, you are not assigning the whole bunch of the whole variable, rather than you are taking just some portion of the variable as a slice and or as a reference, and you are doing your work. So just because you are giving the reference, so it doesn't provide any, or it doesn't have any ownership rule. So the underline thumbnail is that a string slice is a reference to part of a string. So it's a reference to a part of a string. So it's you have a complete string, you have a reference. So what will happen now? Your slice will become some subsection of the string. Okay, it is not the whole string. So to understand this thing, let me just open my ID, then it will be clear actually. So first of all, let me write this thing, what is actually slice, then it will be easier to understand and why I'm saying that ownership is not applicable. So let me define one variable. Okay, and from and our Total Technology. Okay, this. Okay, and let's run this thing. Let a equals to s. Okay, now if I run this thing, we all know we'll be getting an error, right? We all know this thing. What happened? Okay, fine, cause the variable not s. If you run this thing, you all know that we will be getting an error, cause the value of s is Total Technology, but the ownership of this value now moved to a, so that is why it will throw an error. So let me run this thing again. See, value borrowed after move, so we can only get the value in a right now, right? So same thing we are doing again, just to prove this point, that Rust slice is a data type that doesn't have any ownership. So prove this point. Now what we can do additionally, okay, a equals to ampersand s, and after that we'll put 0, then dot. It's a slicing notation. Okay, and after that we would like to get the whole string, so it will be s dot length. Now I'll explain you what is going to happen now. So what will happen, it is going to print this string again, and after that what we'll do, I will create another thing here. So now this time it will not going to throw any error. Okay, because I'm just referring to the string. I'm referring to the things, not the whole string. But here actually I'm referring to the whole string, but it is possible to slice. So what has happened, let me Okay, copy paste this thing and put it here. This is one example. Okay, this is okay, this is example 1. Okay, now let me explain. So what is actually going to happen is s length means the whole string, like this one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So let me print this thing, then it will be easier again. Okay, and so 15. So it means the length will be total 15. So actually for string slicing, we need to now build some sort of like rule here. Okay, use this. What happened here? I think I should, I'm not sure, something happened. Okay, uses ampersand and actual variable. Okay, enclosed by square bracket. Okay, and uses dot dot to set the start and end. Start is always inclusive, end is exclusive. Okay, so what does it mean? We'll now prove, we'll see it now. Okay, so we'll see it now. Why I'm saying that end is exclusive and start is inclusive. Okay, we'll see it now. So first try to understand, okay, what is happening here. So let me explain you guys what is happening. Let me do one thing. Let me change this thing, then it will be easier to understand. So let me put 2. Okay, so now remove this part. Okay, we already have the code here, so we can later on when we put it in the GitHub, so don't worry about that. Okay, so what is happening here, it will start from 0 as I told you. See, first thing is it is always use ampersand and the variable name. So 2 things is clear. These 2 things is this 2, what is that, this 2 things is clear, this thing, and enclosed by square brackets, and uses this to set start and end. So first 3 point is clear now for all of you, right? So there is no question. So next thing is that what does it mean by start is inclusive and end is exclusive? So okay, so this means it will start from 0 and it means it will go up to 2, means it will start from 0th index, it will go up to 2th index, but it will not include the second index. So what will happen now, it will print T and O, like here it will print T and O. So let me run this thing. So it is print T and O. So it starts from 0, 1 and 2. 2 is the second index. Okay, means index number 2 is T. But as I told you, end is not exclusive, so it will not print T or not include T. It will only print T and O. So for example, if I make it 3, what will happen? It will go to T0, TA. But as last index means end is not included, it is exclusive, so it will be only print TOT. So just to make this thing again, so it will print TOT and total technology. So like this. Okay, so this is going to be example 2, and let me create this here, another duplicate. I delete the slide actually. Met 2. Understand the start and end index. Okay, there is another thing, like we can do it. Let me just do it. Some other thing is as well possible, but let me open this up for some time. So maybe many of you already what to say, like doing this thing. For them it will be easier, just if you guys are taking notes. Okay, so for them it will be easier. I think this is done now. I believe I should change it, right? Is this fine? Or I think this is fine. So you guys took the note, right? So now there is another thing. I'm just thinking what use case shall I do. Okay, there is another method which will help you to include this part. Like if you want to include this thing, means if you want to include the last part as well, like last. So for that you have to use this parameter, yes, this thing, like this. Now what will happen, it is going to take the 0 1 2 3 like 4th index as well, like number 4 index. See TOTA. So now we have another logic here. Uses to include end index as well, right? So this is another rule. So let me copy this thing, let me make it a duplicate. Okay, let me put this here. Understand the uses of this to include end index. Okay, well, two more thing. If you don't include anything, it means it will go until last. Okay, so let's see it. See, if you don't include means it will go until last, and if you don't include anything at here as well, it means it will start from the beginning. Okay, so this is also going to take the complete thing. See, like this. So this is our last exercise. Probably we can create not putting anything at end means complete, or include until include the last what do you say, last is a string, last character as well, last character. Okay, so this is example 4. Okay, and same will be applicable as you already seen, that include nothing means it is going to not putting anything at the start, means start from the first character. As string, so I'm just thinking is a character. Okay, so that's it guys. Probably I will try to upload these things as a separate in my GitHub repository, but these things are very simple thing, but again, if you are not familiar with this thing, it will be definitely difficult for you guys to like put some like efficient logic inside your code. You need to do lots of manual things like for loop and other things, but just to avoid those things, to give you guys a better understanding of the Rust functionalities, I'm just doing this thing. So we have to remember this thing. So slice always uses this ampersand and actual variable name. For example, this one, see here we use ampersand actual variable name, then you use the square braces and you use this to set the start and end. Start is always inclusive, end is always exclusive. Uses this thing to include the end index as well. So these are the things, and after that I just define this small use cases. So hopefully this is going to definitely help you guys, but don't worry about the codes and other things. This PPT and the codes will be uploaded, and I'll share the GitHub repository link. Okay, so that's it guys. As I told you, this is going to be very small and very simple tutorial. You have to just follow along with me, and after that just do some sort of practice, because if you don't do the practice, you will definitely forget this principle. Like, trust me, you will definitely forget. Okay, so you have to do the practice, or else it is definitely like going to be difficult for you. So when you're going to start the actual like use cases, very soon we are going to start, but before that we need to like complete some of the advanced or intermediate topics using Rust, and then we'll start our use cases. We'll build small projects and all, so everything will be done guys. So that's it guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Those are already subscribed, thank you very much. You can share your like feedback or comments of have YouTube channel. If you have any suggestion, complaints, demand, you can always reach me out. We'll always try to improve our quality. And if you have any other topics in mind, or if you have any doubts, please feel free to reach me out. We'll try to answer all your queries. And last but not least, thank you very much to all my Udemy students. Thanks for enrolling this course. It is actually helping me a lot at this pandemic situation. You guys are really supporting me. I really appreciate that. And same applicable for all of you guys. If you guys are having any doubts or clarification, please feel free to write me via Udemy instructor chat box. I'll always available there. We'll try to answer your queries as soon as possible. So that's it guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.